Hey everybody, welcome to Birds Creek Homestead. If this is your first time here, thanks for joining us. If you've been here before, thanks for following our journey. We are a homestead here in Missouri, trying to go towards self-sufficiency, become closer to God, become closer to our family, and be self-sustaining completely. Or as completely as we can be. But today, I want to take you through our greenhouse, what we're doing, and what our future plans are, how we made it, all that stuff. So thanks for joining us. Let's get to it. So as you can see, we've got construction going on right now in our greenhouse. It's been really warm for February, and I've been out here the last couple of days trying to get some raised beds put together for this spring. This raised bed and the one behind it is made out of reclaimed wood that we've had from our previous projects and milled cedar on the sides and on the tops that I milled on the farm here with our sawmill. And it's not done yet, but it's a little over 8 feet long, 25 inches deep, and about 25 inches across. Now this greenhouse isn't 100% square, and that's mainly due to our beams all being milled here on the sawmill green and being put in place without concrete or anything in the footing. So I think it's warped a little bit since fall, but it's probably shrunk where it's going to stay. But because of that, our square isn't 100% square. It's pretty close. We've got an inch difference over 8 feet, which sounds like kind of a lot, but for a raised bed, who cares? So this is like 24 and 1/8 or something. I think that's 25 and 1/8, but it's pretty close. We've got reclaimed lumber all throughout, trying to piece this greenhouse together as cheaply as we could. So a lot of this is 2x6 lumber that we had originally planned on to make a porch with. Obviously, we don't have a porch, we have a greenhouse. This is 1x4. I did purchase the 1x4s, and we purchased the corrugated plastic that you see all around it. That was our main expense. We also have this wood up here. I don't even know what you call it, but it fits along with the waves of the corrugated plastic. It's made to do that, so it's tight, and it leaves a pretty good structural thing going on with the plastic here. And then the cost of screws and fasteners, of course. We've got these L brackets on all of our trusses. And of course the trusses go up to a point and back down. There's no center brace. It's not a very long truss, so I think it's fine. And then we have 2x4 runners on top just to tie the trusses in. And the skirting right now is some like scrap slab wood that we had out of our sawmill. But as you can see, that's temporary. I was hoping it would work, but it's really just not working at all. It's warping because it's too thin, and obviously there's tons of gaps. I never did get it done because I didn't have enough. So I'm going to take that down, and I'm going to do 2x6 skirting using sawmilled lumber. So we've got scrap wood in the back there. That's all the scrap wood that we have left pretty much to finish this project. Not all of it's really usable for garden beds, but we have other projects we want to do as well. Drying racks, herb racks, things like that. And so we have plenty of projects we can use some of that scrap lumber on. And at the very back center, you can see we have an aquaponics setup. We played around with it a little bit last year, but we're going to really put it to use this spring, hopefully. So we obviously need to get a fish tank in here and a pump and get that sucker set up. That'll be sitting in back. And we may do something here between the aquaponics and the raised bed. I'm not sure what this open space is going to be yet. We talked about potatoes, but we really don't need to do potatoes in a greenhouse, so I'm not sure what it's going to be exactly, but we'll get to that. It's still pretty early in the season. So that's our greenhouse. I made our door out of black walnut and didn't stain it. Probably should have stained it because now it kind of looks dirty. Looks like dirty wood. It's not dirty, it's just old. Or it's not old, but it's like seasoned without the stain. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it still works as a door. So that's our greenhouse. Now we have plans to put onions in one of these beds, and probably like lettuces and kale and stuff like that in one bed, and probably rotate out through the season. Now we do have a louver. I don't know if you want to call it a louver. It's really like a hinged window because it opens all the way. And I just have it simply up against this 1x4 to close, and then to open. I don't have something to hold it open yet. I use like a 2x4, but it goes all the way open. My arm's just not long enough to show you. And if you can see way back in the corners, if you follow the seam of the truss there, you'll see that there's a gap. So we need to put trim in here, and I'll show you the outside. We need to put trim right in here where these gaps are, or it's not going to work very well as a greenhouse. But trim, and finish out the inside. I think we'll have a pretty good greenhouse set up for what we want and what we need. So if anybody out there watching has any questions or comments, or if maybe you see that we're doing something like really badly and you want to try to help us, let us know. We're just beginning. This is year number 3 for us out here, and still a lot of the stuff we're doing for the first time. I've never had a greenhouse in my life, and I'm kind of doing what I think I need to be doing, you know, just I'm watching videos myself. I'm taking, like, I know we're gonna put a fan in here, probably like a solar fan, and we're gonna have the window open this summer. Is that enough? I don't know. Do we need a shade cloth? You tell me. So comments are welcome, questions. If you have any other concerns about anything else we've got going on, we'd love to hear from you. We like the comments. We like emails, just to have that interaction and to have that community kind of thing going on. And stay in touch with us. We're going to be working on a lot of projects, and I'm hoping to start posting a lot more. It seems like I'm doing a lot of projects and I'm really not like posting anything, and this is supposed to be sort of a catalog of everything that we've got going on. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent in that regard, but stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, we'd really appreciate it. We could use it. And you know, I'm hoping that there's people out there that see some of this stuff and it inspires them and it motivates them, and that we help each other. So that's what the community thing's all about. So thanks for following along, and we'll see you on the next video. God bless.